It's been an interesting week that we've had. um, Starting from last week, that Pito B and Rabi Kwankwaso went on to resign from ADC party. And that ADC party, since last December, that they joined officially, because according to P2B, he has been in that party since he has been with them, he has been in talks with them, but he finally joined on the 31st of December 2025. So the whole of this year, he has been in and out with them. To cut it short, all the surrogates of Atiku and all the supporters, they've been coming out to disrespect him by saying all sorts of things. That the most famous of it all is the one that has to do with him not agreeing to primaries. But let's not forget, as Nigerians, that Nigerian political scene, especially going for primaries in political parties in Nigeria, we all know what it entails. Let's not deceive ourselves. And the fact that if I'm to delve into Mr. B's political career, most especially when he joined APGA, because he was initially from PDP, and his political journey, for me, is a very long and interesting one. He said in one of his speeches that around 2001 or thereabout, one of his lecturers or one of his professors in one of these schools that he backed his MBA in the UK, the man had a conversation with him. He asked a question in the class, and the man said that they should, I've forgotten what he called the man's name, but the man said that they should have a talk after. They had this talk near a stream inside our school, that he will never forget that scene, because the professor told him, you can actually impact life by impacting in people's lives. I think that conversation has to do with why are Black African countries or sub-Saharan African countries not making it in terms of decision, or like the way the World Bank will say this and that, all those economy conversations, and they will put out statements, and he's like, there is no African in the room. Why is he always like that? And the man told him that you can actually change this thing by being in the room and making impact that way. And he agreed. So I think that was actually when he came back to Nigeria and joined APGA, and joined the PDP, joined the political scene of his state. But the political scene of his state was being... Then the sitting governor was a man called Chinwoke Mbadinuju. And the person representing the Anambra in the Federal Executive Council of Olusegun Obasanjo in his first term, Professor Ebisi Nwosu, and some other big wigs, they in talk with Ojukwu. Then I say, okay, you can join, but the platform PDP. Anyway, he joined Ojukwu. Probably Ojukwu checked him out, his CV, and the rest of them, and Ojukwu brought him in. Somehow he became a candidate. He means well. So he became a candidate and now via for 2003 election against Nkige, who was the PDP candidate for not just the Obas, but also Professor ABC Nwosu, who is a minister, and I think a certain Chuke. Yeah. So they did their best, and eventually he won the election, but Nkige was announced because of the way PDP was winning, and Obasanjo really, really wanted PDP, to get, because the political landscape was actually changing. More powers are getting to the governors, so he needed the governors to be on his side, since that is the way it is. But Obi went to court. He went to court, and it took him years, like 3 years. 3 years for Ngige as governor, and it was really hectic for Ngige because he was trying to work, he was trying to do the needful as a governor, act like work for the people, but the people that felt that they installed him, they tried to thwart everything. That's how Obi became governor when he was announced by the Supreme Court, because he went to court and he was going through it stage by stage, and he got to the Supreme Court in 2006, and the Supreme Court at that time declared him the actual winner of that election. That was the first time that our election cycle changed, because a state had to do an off-season election. That precedent was now set, and I think Ondo State got their Ondo State under Mimiko also got his victory. Some other states, Edo State, Adams Oshomole got his victory through Tinubu's ACM. Mimiko in Ondo State got through Labour Party. Labour Party. And anyway, that was how Obi became an APGA governor. Obi was so good as an APGA governor that he needed to entrench the party like a true businessman and the builder that he is. Anyway, this one, he has the executive powers anyway, so he wasn't using it flippantly. He used it in such a way that the party actually got to the grassroots and got the people involved. So till today, since he started doing that thing for APGA, even as an ex-governor, he can't even remove APGA. Like, APGA is so entrenched in Anambra State politics. These things are some of the issues that he's facing, and his identity of not participating in a political party primaries, because political party primaries will still have to deal with Nigerian politicians that are delegates, and they have these super delegates and so on. All these things are really tiring for someone that actually wants to work. So he has been there. So for someone to come out and be saying that he's afraid of primaries, even if he's afraid of, first of all, he's not afraid. The thing is that these guys in politics, we all know ABC Nwosu. Is it ABC Nwosu? Sorry, not ABC Nwosu. The man that owns ABC Transport. It has been rumored that his business fell because he ventured into politics. And venturing into politics, he will need to do these things the Nigerian way. And doing this thing the Nigerian way, you face a lot of things. If you are not a prudent person, you might spend all you have. Nigerians are usually Christians and Muslims, and these two religions don't encourage being a spendthrift in an extravagant way. I can't really speak much about Muslims, but the actual teachings of Jesus Christ, that's the Christ that Christians are upholding, his virtues and teachings. Prudence is part of it. So I don't understand why Nigerian Christians are, let me even take it down to religion, are questioning when someone is known for that virtue called prudence. Being prudent in nature, not being a wasteful person. And that is why till today I stand with him that he should never engage with any political platform that he will induce